Raise your hand if you are an animal lover and are looking to bring a new pet into your home, or if you are just curious about the best way to become a pet owner. Today, I want to explain the need for adopters, the benefit of adopting, and the minimal cost of adopting a pet. Have you heard the latest catchphrase, adopt, don't shop? If so, you might be wondering what it means. Adopt, don't shop is a campaign slogan that a growing number of animal rights supporters are using to promote adopting pets from shelters rather than buying them from pet stores or breeders. Let me begin by explaining why you should not buy from a breeder. Many of the puppies sold in pet stores or online originate from puppy mills. Puppy mills are commercial dog breeding facilities that focus on increasing profit with little regard for the health and welfare of the animals. Although puppy mills in the U.S. are legal, most of them aren't regulated. Practices and conditions in most puppy mills are unethical and downright disgusting in most cases. Dogs live in filthy conditions without adequate food, water, or veterinarian care. And female dogs are bred at every opportunity with little to no recovery time between litters. Inbreeding is also a huge problem. Because of these conditions, puppy mills often produce animals with serious health problems down the road. And this translates to hefty vet bills for you. Many pet stores also don't socialize with their animals, which can lead to potential behavioral problems that aren't ideal for a family pet. Adopting a pet, however, has a ton of advantages. Now let me explain the benefits adopting from a shelter. Number 1, you're saving a life. Adopting a pet or a cat from a shelter not only means that you're giving them a happy life, but you're also about to free up a spot at a rescue or shelter to save another animal's life. Number 2, if you're looking for a dog, a lot of times you can find a fully trained adult dog. Most people have little knowledge about training a puppy, and most lack the patience it takes to train one. You can find an adult rescue dog who's already been house trained and has already learned the basic manners. That is helpful for someone who might not just have enough time to devote the proper training it takes to just really train, a puppy. Adopting older pets saves you from even more of the hard work of pet ownership. If you adopt a mature, housebroken animal, you'll have fewer potty accidents to clean up, and you can save on puppy training. Another plus is you get to skip all the teething phase and save yourself some furniture and maybe just a pair of shoes. But if you're up for the challenge of a puppy, a rescue can find you the perfect fit. Number 3, many times you'll know the dog's personality. Rescues and shelters house animals for as much time as necessary to gain as much information as possible about each dog's personality, activity level, how they behave with children, other pets and strangers, and other factors. They do this to make sure the family they are placed with will be a good fit for both the animal and the family. Always be sure to tell the shelter about the qualities you want in a pet. And make sure you always ask a lot of questions. That way, you can find a perfect addition to your family. Technology has even made it simpler. You can simply add the qualities you are looking for in a pet, and many times online shelters can search for the best fit for you. Reputable breeders should know this information as well, but many pet stores and puppy mills can't share these specifics, which should raise a red flag. Number 4, rescue dogs are often less expensive to adopt. Many times, a rescue dog has already had all of its vaccinations and will not be adopted out unless he or she has been spayed or neutered. Shelters typically have very reasonable adoption fees ranging from $50 to $300, rather than the big bucks she would pay out for buying from a breeder. The small adoption fee will help animals and pet shelters with their operating costs so that they can continue to support other pets in need. You're saving a lot of money, and the money you do spend goes to a good cause. The holidays are a perfect time to adopt because many rescuers offer Black Friday specials, which offers even more money-saving opportunities. Number 5. You'll find a lot of choices, both purebred and mixed breeds. When you visit a rescue or shelter, they will have dogs of all ages, genders, as well as purebred and mixed breeds of all kinds. While not all animals in shelters are mixed breed, many of them are. Mixed breed animals benefit from what is known as hybrid vigor, or the protective effects that come with a diverse genetic background. These animals are less likely to suffer from health problems associated with inbreeding that can unfortunately affect purebred animals. According to the American Kennel Club, an estimated 5% of dogs in rescues are purebred. And if you have a specific breed in mind, reach out to one of the breed-specific rescuers. They're easy to find online. Number 6. Helps fight puppy mills. The Humane Society of the United States estimates that there are at least 10,000 puppy mills in the United States, fewer than 3,000 of which are regulated by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Adopting a dog from a shelter takes business away from the mills. The more people who adopt, the more puppy mills have a hard time staying in business. Number 7. Because all pets are good for your health, but adopted pets offer an extra boost. Not only do animals give you unconditional love, but they have been shown to be emotionally and physically beneficial to their companions. Caring for a pet can provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment and lessen feelings of loneliness. And when you adopt, you can also feel proud about helping an animal in need. Number 9. My experience in adopting. I've seen firsthand the benefits of adoption through visiting and adopting 3 dogs from the Logan County Pound, which is not a no-kill shelter, and rescuing my current best friend from a local. I was 13 and was going through some tough times, as all teenagers do, but my mom sensed my normal wasn't quite so normal. She felt that I needed a companion, someone who could feel what I was feeling and would be by my side through all the rough patches. This is where a 100-pound yellow lab entered my life. My mom went to the pound to find the perfect dog just for me. She was drawn to Grace because she was so well behaved. She barked just enough to let it be known that she was there, but never jumped in the cage she was in with 4 other dogs. The pound was filled with dogs of every size and temperament. She brought Grace home, brought her into the house, bathed her, and then we waited to see how many accidents we would have to clean up or what she would chew. To our surprise, she didn't do any of those things. She wouldn't get on the furniture. She knew how to sit, give a paw, was house-trained, and only barked when needed. A few days after adopting her, we took her to the local vet to see about getting her spayed. To our surprise, the vet already knew Grace. Her previous owners had used the same vet. We found out that she had already been spayed and was even tattooed on her stomach for identification. Imagine our surprise finding a purebred yellow lab in the pound who was up to date on her shots, had been very well trained and spayed. She was my friend, companion, and protector. Several years later, we adopted two more dogs, Amos and Otis, from the local pound. When I later moved into my own home, I rescued my fur baby, Bela, from a local person. Bela is a mixed breed pit bull who is the most lovable dog ever. She gives the best kisses and is the best bed hog, cries when I leave, and greets me with boundless energy when I come into the house. She is my best friend. None of our dog costs have over been $150 total to rescue, as Logan has a very low adoption fee and included spay and neutering. None have had any health issues. All have had wonderful personalities, and the training has been extremely easy. Here is the PowerPoint that I put together. Approximately 6.5 million companion animals enter U.S. animal shelters nationwide every year. Of those, approximately 3.3 million are dogs and 3.2 million are cats. We estimate the number of dogs and cats entering U.S. shelters annually has declined from approximately 7.2 million in 2011. The biggest decline was in dogs, from 3.9 million to 3.3 million. Each year, approximately 1.5 million shelter animals are euthanized, which is about 670,000 dogs and 860,000 cats. The number of dogs and cats euthanized in the U.S. shelters annually has declined from approximately 2.6 million in 2011. This decline can be partially explained by an increase in the percentage of animals adopted and an increase in the number of stray animals successfully returned to their owners. Approximately 3.2 million shelter animals are adopted each year, which is 1.6 million dogs and 1.6 million cats. With these statistics, why would anyone not choose to adopt rather than shop for their new best friend? In conclusion, I have given you 9 wonderful reasons why the need for adopters, the benefit of adopting, the minimal cost of adopting a pet, and why you shouldn't buy from a puppy mill. I've shared my personal experience in adopting dogs and what happiness and companionship the process has brought me. To me, the choice is clear and easy when choosing a pet. Always, always adopt, don't shop. Does anyone have any questions?